What's up, everybody? Good morning. And may I wish you all a happy and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, everybody. This is Andre Salazar, The Art of Comics. I'm going on a walk, and I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll just do a live stream. I rarely do these out and about. I'm out here in Ventura. It is a ghost town. It's Christmas morning. And you might be wondering, why aren't you around the little camp, the fireplace in the tree opening presents? Well, it's kind of weird today. Today, Merry Christmas. Yep. Okay. The reason, I guess not everybody's Merry Christmas. I'm trying to be jolly, cheerful. My family are in quarantine, kind of a self-quarantine, because they're in Santa Barbara. Someone in the family has COVID, and so a couple people have COVID, which in my book means they all have COVID, or they're all going to get it in some way, or at least the dice. So I'm here. I'm in Ventura, away from family. Don't know when I'm going to see them. Probably in a couple days. But I thought, what the hell? I'll go on a walk. It's been raining here in Ventura for a while now, so let me, it is still wet. It's going to rain later today. Nobody's out. Everybody's with their family, but old Sal's here, and that's okay. I'm trying to make the best of it. I opened some of my presents. I did get a Death Cab for Cuties record. I got a book called Into the Woods by Emily Carroll. It's a graphic novel that won, I think it won some Eisners a couple years back, and so I wanted it's on my list, so I got that. I'll read that today. I'm reading Promethea, which I've read before, but it's been a decade and a half or so since I've read it, so I'm reading that now. I got the hardcover collections. There's 3 of the volumes. I got the first one. Probably buy the other 2, but I want to read this one first. That is a great book. I'm going to do an episode on Promethea because 1, I love Alan Moore. 2, I love J.H. Williams III. And 3, because it's an esoteric comic book. I think that's going to be the title of that episode. Esoteric comic, Promethea. About magic, about imagination. It's all those esoteric things that Alan Moore loves. You know, Top 10 was a pretty straightforward crime procedural about, parallel worlds and stuff. Very cool science fiction. Then he did Tomorrow's Stories and Tom Strong, which are kind of throwback, Bronze Age or pulp stories. But Promethea I feel like is his core, what he's really into, which is esoteric, magic, Western philosophy schools, that kind of stuff. Freemasonry, Illuminati, Golden Dawn, all that stuff. So that's kind of what he's into. So, and I'm loving it. It's extremely stunning. I'm reading that. Been playing some Cyberpunk. I'm trying to just keep myself busy for Christmas. It's like I don't got my kids, so I'm just trying to keep myself busy. I was gonna see Spider-Man. What do you guys think? Is the Spider-Man movie good? Everyone's telling me it's good, but to be honest, I'm not a huge Spider-Man. No, take this back. I love Spider-Man the character, but I like the comics. I'm not really into the movies as much, although those were the better of the Marvel movies. I'm not a big superhero movie guy. I know. When I was a kid, it was like, man, if they can only make movies as good as these books, and if the special effects were just as good, And now we've got that. We've got the technology, we've got the writing, we've got all the pieces to translate, to make these things really epic. And for some reason, it gives me no interest. Part of it is that thing that Howard Chaykin was talking about back in the day. It was the adolescent power fantasies and the arrested development of men who are still kind of living out these weird power struggles and weird kind of things. And it's like, in other words, I'm kind of grown up a bit in a way. And I don't know. I don't even read superhero comics. I mean, is Prometheus a superhero comic? Not really. It's got some elements of it, but not really. There's a theater right there. So anyway, I don't think I'll go to the movies. I do want to see Matrix in the theater, but feeling a little lazy, so I might just go ahead and see that on HBO today or tomorrow or something. I don't know how long I'm going to be running solo. I don't know how long. If my family tests positive, they're going to need to be there for a while, because I'm negative. I am clean, fit as an ox, and so I don't need to get in any of that mess. You know what else I got, which is kind of cool? I got Ingmar Bergman's 30 Blu-ray box set from Criterion. I don't think it's all his films, but it's a lot of them. 30 of them, to be specific. And I am very excited to sit down and read those. When I say read, because you got to read the subtitles. I'm really excited about it, though. It'll be fun. Starbucks is open. These mofos are getting Starbucks on Christmas. Nobody takes a break at Starbucks, which I find so funny. It's like, is the coffee that good? Can you not just make some coffee? Can you not spend a couple $100 on a good machine or a good blend or whatever from Peru or whatever the hell, and just make yourself some coffee on Christmas? I don't know. I guess it's like Krispy Kreme. You just gotta have it sometimes. For dinner tonight, Christmas dinner is gonna be steak. I got some potatoes, some stovetop stuffing, a key lime pie. So that'll be kind of fun. So Ingmar Bergman films, playing Cyberpunk on the PS4, reading Promethea, doing some paintings, gonna work on my comic Shangri-La Estates. I'm at the very end of the last act, and I just want to flesh out those last 20 or so pages of the script, and then break down the pages compositionally, and then start sketching and doing breakdowns. So I'm excited about that because I want to finish it. I've been working on it for years, and I don't know how commercial it is. I'm questioning both my skill level and the premise and the format. Not three good things you want to question. So I'm premising the whole this whole exercise. Is this just an exercise to improve oneself, or is this an exercise that will yield some sort of advancement in one's career? I don't know. You're going to be the first one to know, because I'm sure I'll talk about it. I'm also listening to Neil Young's first album. I think it's first album, maybe it's second album. I thought Harvest was his first. No, he did a couple before that, so I'm going to listen to those. I'm really getting into Neil Young. What else? I saw Wolfpack. Have you guys seen the documentary? So good. About these kids who were isolated, sequestered in their New York apartment, and all they knew about the outside world. All they knew about the outside world was film. And it's fascinating. It's just fascinating. That's it for me. That's it for media. Trying to be positive, trying to be happy, trying not to think about being away from everybody at Christmas time. Hey guys, I see a couple other folks. We're here in Ventura, California, doing a little walk in the morning, the brisk morning, by myself, as my family are in Santa Barbara, sequestered from COVID, and I'm here on a walk with you guys because I ain't got nothing better to do, and talking about my plans for the next couple days of injecting various media into my brain. If you have anything specific you want to talk about, I can do that. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't see anybody say anything, so we're just gonna keep rolling this film. I don't know. I'm gonna go to Amoeba Records next week at some point. I think I've done some videos of that before, so you guys will see. That's one of my favorite record shops. They actually have books there. I might go in to look at the books. That might be kind of fun. Check out what they got book-wise. You know, they got cassettes. They got all kinds of stuff. That might be kind of cool. Amoeba Records, the one in Hollywood, which would be closest to me. I had been to the one in Berkeley, but it was surprisingly small. I was a little disappointed. The one in Hollywood, the original spot, was so big. When I went to Berkeley with a friend, she and I went there, and I was like, oh, this is kind of smaller. I mean, it wasn't small, but in comparison. Even the new place in Hollywood is small. Yeah, it's smaller. It is what it is, but they do their best to cram everything in there, but it's pretty small. So, look at that. Na 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 noche de paz. That's cool. Got a little bell chiming Christmas. Man, it doesn't feel like Christmas. It's so weird. No stocking, no kids, no wrapping. We did our best with what we got, and I'm not mad at anybody. It's just what it is. We had this wedding last week up in Idaho, and we were just around so many people, so it was inevitable. Someone in the clan was going to get it, you know? So, someone got it, but it's all good. And, yeah, we're here. This is a cool little place. It's like a historic, I think it's a bed and breakfast. I always wanted to stay there. Prometheus is my favorite series. Do you have any favorites of Alan Moore? Hang on. Did I read that right? Prometheus is my favorite series. Do you have any favorites from Alan Moore? Yeah, Vanessa, I sure do. Well, you know, I was reading Prometheus. I'm reading it right now again. My favorite Alan Moore has got to be From Hell. From Hell is such a great look at its period. It's a famous story, the crime story of Jack the Ripper, but he adds these conspiracy theories and different elements of the story, and it's drawn by the guy who drew Bacchus. Alex Campbell. It is so good. So From Hell would be number 1. 2, I gotta say Watchmen. It's just brilliant. I love Prometheus. I also like Tom Strong. I like Top 10 a lot. I probably like Top 10 more than Tom Strong. His Swamp Thing run is brilliant. So that's a lot. Let me just recap. Swamp Thing run on DC Comics in the 80s, late 80s, I think 85, 86, something like that. Swamp Thing run, From Hell, Watchmen, Top 10, I'm missing other, V for Vendetta, you gotta throw Killing Joke in there. Yeah, so those are all, I mean, I'm just listing everything now, but get From Hell and get Swamp Thing. Those are both brilliant. Yeah, top of the game. I even like the new stuff though. This newest one he did, the Neo-Necromant. It's not Necromaton. What is it? Damn it, Providence is the second book. The first book was like Neonomicon, I think it was called Neonomicon, and then the latest called Providence by Avatar Press. That was pretty good too. That was pretty good. But I mean, From Hell is like one of my favorite books ever. So yeah, I'm a fan of Alan Moore, his magic stuff. I'm into that kind of like stuff. I think there is a spiritual world here. There is a spiritual forces. There is a battle, if you will. on the spiritual plane as well as the physical plane. And I think there is a time when they combined, or there is a ability to kind of like be close to the other realm. You know what I mean? And so I think all that stuff's fascinating. I think that's kind of cool. Good morning and Merry Christmas. So yeah, I'm a fan of all that stuff. What else? Music-wise, yeah, I'm gonna listen to that Death Cab for Cutie album today. I've got the new Alicia Keys album I'm listening to, which is good. That new Neil Young Barn is really good. I really enjoy that one. It's a good album. I haven't ridden my electric bike in a while, and because of the rain I probably won't, but I really enjoy it, so it might be good to just charge it up today, just to go on a little ride if I so feel inclined. That'd be kind of fun to do. Thanks for joining the channel. We're here in Ventura, California. This is Andre Salazar here at the Art of Comics. We're not going to do a end of the year thing. We might do an end of the year, guys. What do you think? Should I? It's Christmas time, and I am here sequestered from the family because some of them have COVID up in Santa Barbara. So I'm here in Ventura by myself, running solo, trying not to get sad. So I'm talking to you guys on my channel, going on a little morning walk. Now I'm getting sweaty too in this freaking jacket. So as for new episodes, we're going to do a new episode on Promethea. We're going to do one In the Woods by Emily Carroll, because I got that for Christmas. I still have some issue 1s that I need to kind of like read through and do those. And it might be nice to do like a best of 2021 or kind of close out episode. Haven't figured that out, but I got the time to do it. I'm just not sure how we're gonna, because here's the thing, guys. I'm so busy working on my books and the things that I do read. I don't read that much like modern comics, like new comics. I don't go to comics on Wednesdays. I don't know what's happening with Marvel, DC, Image, Boom, Dark Horse, all that stuff. I'm kind of out of the loop. But I am a huge fan of the media, and I'm making it myself, so I love it. I just don't have the time to like consume it as far as like brand new stuff. I'm reading Lone Wolf and Cub again, which I adore. And I'm reading, what is it called? Lady Snowblood? Lady Snowbird? Snowblood? Something like that. Like a chick assassin, like a geisha assassin. I'm reading that, a couple of mangas digitally. I did an episode about that just like a week ago. But yeah, so if I do like a best of, it's going to be basically best of what I'm reading, not best of what's been printed or published this year. Sorry, that's the way that's going. Because I just don't know. Can't speak to it. But I was going to go to this store. There's a great little store in LA called Pulp Fiction. And they do a lot of like trade-ins. So you can like trade in your trade paperbacks and get like some credit and get something new. I have a big honking crate full of trade paperbacks I'm getting rid of. So I might go down to Culver City next week, drop those off, exchange for new stuff. There is a new Tom King book. I think it's like what's his name? Not Doctor Strange. What's the Adam Strange? There's I think Adam Strange book by Tom King. I'm tempted to get. There's a couple new stuff that I've heard about, but I'm not really in the know. You'd have to go to a different like comic book channel. Some dude who just sits there at his table. Here's the newest blah blah blah. You know, I don't want to do that, guys. I'm not. They get a lot of clicks and views, and everyone wants to go see what the latest book is and get his take on it. But I just ain't got that in me. It's just, for one, it's expensive, and two, I would have to read them all, and that would be a lot of time consuming, and you get a stage in your life where you're either a producer or a consumer. You have to pick. Now, you all go into producing because you've consumed. You love it. You know what I mean? Steven Spielberg became a movie director because he loves film as a kid. But at some point, he had to make a decision to stop watching them and start making them. And even today, I'm sure he sees like the top stuff, but there's a lot of stuff he doesn't see. He ain't got the time for it. Same thing with Alan Moore or whoever, you know? So it's like, that's the thing. I'm very selective on what I read because I just ain't got the time. Time is more important than money right now. I'm at that stage in my life where it's like, I got more money than I got time. So, with that said, I have a lot of time right now alone to do stuff that maybe I wouldn't be able to do, or makes it more challenging. So now maybe I should focus on those things, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on making stuff that I couldn't do otherwise. So there you go. I got the time now. I got a big bag of gold, a bag of time presence. So let's use this time presence. I should show you some paintings I'm doing. I'm working on some cool paintings, which is kind of fun. Let me show you the Ventura here, downtown Ventura. Sights and sounds. This is Sal y Limon y Sal. That's a little Mexican spot. It used to be called the Watermark. It used to be like a steakhouse. Now it's a Mexican spot. I don't know if they've opened at the top. That used to be like a club. People would go and dance. There's Dargan's. That's the place everyone goes for St. Patty's. It's okay. I'm not really into Dargan's. There's the Majestic Ventura Theater, which is really kind of cool. I've seen a lot of bands there. I saw Dead Kennedys. They Might Be Giants. I've seen Violent Femmes. Stephen Marley. Heard good things about this ramen place, don't know it. I went there, I wasn't impressed. Downtown Ventura Theater, I like this theater. It's cool, it's got the new seating now. I think everyone has a recliner seating nowadays. This place is so packed, and I don't know why, but everyone's here every morning. And I don't get it. Snapper Jacks is fine. I'm giving you guys like a tour of Ventura. Ben & Jerry's a classic. Over on this side, Buffalo Exchange, it's a fancy thrift shop. Medici Wood Pizza. I think there's one on State Street in Santa Barbara. I think I like it. It's fine. Probably overpriced. Sushi spot. I go here more than I want just because the other places are always closed or too crowded. It's probably middle grade. It's not the best in town by far, but it's open, and they've got like a lunch special. So, you know, if I can get out the door with $15 or so for sushi, I'll do it. Christmas time. This is Finney's Craft House. It's actually pretty good. I actually enjoyed this, like a burger, craft house. There's so many freaking craft beer places. It's like all over the place. Busy Bee. Here's Busy Bee. Let me tell you about Busy Bee. Busy Bee, I've got a lot of history. I moved here 18 years ago, right after a divorce. And Busy Bee was a little diner I used to take my little kids to. They got like malts and shakes and all kinds of fun like 50s stuff. Food is okay, the desserts are good. If you like those kind of 50s desserty stuff, it's kind of cool. Saloon, it's okay. This is nice here. The Twist. It was called Grapes and Hop. They changed the name. This does like live music, jazz, things like that. Great place is okay. A lot of thrift stores here too. Antique shops, stuff like that. And then now we're gonna go into even more thrift stores. This is a good spot here. Rice by Mama. It is a Thai place. Really weird history with it. there's Rice by Mama, and there's also Rice, and they're like half a block away. The other one's right over there, and I guess it's like a family dispute. The son and the mother broke off, and so Rice by Mama, and I think that's the original, and then there's Rice. Or maybe Rice is the original and Mama left and went there. I don't know. But there's like a story behind it about how these two like tie. And who makes a tie? What kind of hate do you have to do your competition with your mama? Like, what is this? 100 yards away? At the same freaking place. It's so crazy. Well, I guess this is the original. It's so bizarre. So crazy. Anyway, so there's always some kind of a weird local thing going on, but okay, I think that might be it, you guys. I'm gonna listen to some Neil Young. Thank you guys for watching. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. More videos will be coming, and yeah, have fun out there. Those of you with your families, enjoy them, hold them tight, all that stuff, and we'll talk to you guys in a couple days when I record something. Okay, Merry Christmas, guys. Bye. Thanks for watching and subscribing and all that stuff. Bleep.